You can make like a nether highway with ice and a boat. BROOK is doing that in One Piece. BROOK is a Minecraft veteran, 100% confirmed. The height of folly. Reader request. Carrot cooking a stew, and preferably taste testing it. Are we just gonna... Can we please appreciate the little parentheses? It's just like, can you please draw carrot cooking a stew? Parentheses. Preferably taste testing it. Incredible. Incredible. I should have had this on the bingo. Last year on the bingo, I had Year of the Carrot special. We have it. Carrot's back. Not in the way we might have envisioned, but Carrot's back. Okay. All ships prepare to fire. All sailors leave the island, retreat to your ships. Hurry! What's happening in the center? No idea, just follow orders. Saint Saturn, Admiral Borsalino. Hurry to the ship. Kizaru and I will remain on the island. Okay. Begin the bombardments when the ships are ready. Egghead is packed with the fruits of the latest research in every conceivable field. I mean, fruits of the latest research in every conceivable field. Because I saw the word fruits. That's why my wording there was odd. I saw the word fruits and it was like, you know, monkey see, monkey do. Fruits. Is it talking about technology in general? Or are there even more actual fruits somewhere? Who knows? Who knows? Are you hiding something? Perhaps something troublesome to the world government. We do not need progress. It's for the sake of humanity. Ah, I did forget to mention that I've ordered a strike against the ship that escaped the island yesterday. After all, it's possible that someone on board knew something about the Void Century. I sent battleships after it to ensure that there will be no survivors. How could you do such a thing? They know nothing. They've committed no crimes. You caused this to happen to them, Vegapunk. You broke the law, just as they did at Okura. You could not overcome your lust for knowledge, and so you had to go digging up the past. Who was it that they sent away? Was it just workers from the lab? I'm pretty sure it was just dudes working on the lab, right? I don't think it was anyone super special. Yeah, just workers, okay. We just talked about him being sadistic. This is more so a sadistic thing, yeah. Like, oh, one more thing. I'm also gonna bomb them. That is more like, not no empathy, more sadistic. Pacifistas are in standby mode on the island. All other sailors get to the ships. Hurry, get the vacuum rockets. Vegapunk is... Wait. So Franky is fine? Franky's completely fine. Didn't Franky get blasted? Hold up. Didn't Franky get blasted by a laser? I mean, he was just kicked away. Bro, being kicked away by an admiral is kind of a big deal. Being kicked away is not like something you just brush off. Unless I'm just misinterpreting the drawing and he literally just like bounced on Franky and shot at Kuma or something. You know? Don't underestimate my boy Franky. I'm not underestimating him. The dude has gone up against an emperor and an admiral with like zero chill. Dude's just firing off lasers. Admirals mean nothing to him. I would say that as a joke, but it's literally not. It's literally not. Dude shot a laser at the light admiral without skipping a beat. Franky's an absolute mega chad. Sanji, what about Vegapunk? Don't worry, Bonnie, I'll bring him back. Come in, Nami. This is me. Why is me bolded? What's the situation? We're already at the back door. What's all the noise down there? A buster call? Yeah. This island's done for. What about Luffy? He's with you, right? Not in my line of sight at the moment, but he's fine. Focus on yourselves. Zoro's still being held up by Lucci, so Jinbei went to put a stop to that. And keep him from getting lost. After they moved the Sunny, Luffy, Franky, and Bonnie went down toward you, so BROOK went to help Lilith, who got left behind. After they moved the Sunny, Luffy, Franky, and Bonnie went down toward you, so BROOK went to help Lilith, who got left behind. That's such a weird recap. How many times are we going to have to deal with buster calls? Meanwhile, Robin is just chilling. I mean, it does seem like she's all bandaged up, so I don't think she's chilling per se. But Usopp, shut up. This is just your second one. Shut up. Let's get out of here, people. The problem is, the escape plan where the Vegaforce 1 takes us from here to the shore isn't going to work anymore. Kizaru ruined us when he destroyed the robots. You see, in my hands, moving a ship across land is but a piece of cake. Wait, what? Who would have thought of turning... Oh, I was like, what the hell is... I was trying to figure out how is he moving it. Yeah, he just turned the clouds into ice. Bro... Brook is an actual Minecraft speedrunner. You know how in Minecraft, you can make like these weird contraptions where you put down like ice blocks and then put down a boat and you can move incredibly fast. If you do this in the Nether, you're traveling 8 times faster, I think it's 8 times. You can make like a Nether highway with ice and a boat. Brook is doing that in One Piece. Brook is a Minecraft veteran, 100% confirmed. Don't ask me how I know this. A compliment from the world's greatest genius. That'll make anyone blush. You can't blush, you've got no cheeks. So how do you stop it at the end? Oh, I hadn't thought that far ahead. You have no idea how much I love this. Freaking actually pulling a Minecraft strat. That is genius. That is genius. It's her 3rd Buster call, 4th if you include non-canon stuff. Yeah, that's why I loved, Archer made a meme of this. Like, it's the here we go again meme with Robin. Oh, the labo phase above the clouds is still behind the barrier. Destroy the central factory and future city, careful of the pacifistas. Oh, that's a powerful shot. The shot of Vegapunk just being like on his knees, watching like his life's work crumble down behind, not behind him, but in front of him. That's a yikes. I wonder what's gonna happen to like his server connection. Are we gonna see like a weird character death that's not actually a death, but like Vegapunk is just turned off? I feel for Vegapunk so much amount of science. Yeah. He's having, you know, a bit of like an Oppenheimer moment. What is this? It's so fast. Franky is perfectly fine. What is Kizaru cooking? So he just slices off the thing. Why are you doing that? Pacifistas, shoot down Bonnie and Kuma. The daughter he gave his life to save, killed by his own clone. A fitting end for the insect she is. It is the height of folly. Okay, I love this shot. This shot is so cool. Like, of all of them falling, and the entirety of Egghead is just, like, taken up by, like, the lens flare. That's so cool. Tragic, but cool. Why does it feel like every big One Piece fight starts with someone falling from the clouds? Marineford, Garp arriving. I mean, freaking Whitebeard did the complete opposite. Whitebeard just came from the ocean. Why can no one just sail right up ahead? Well, I guess Law did, and then he got, you know. My thought was that Vegapunk is going to lose all of his stored memory, but thanks to his devil fruit, his brain will just start growing again from scratch. Something like that would be cool, yeah. Because I think it'd be like a world where he is just disconnected from all of it would be like a very tragic death. You know, it's not really a death. It would almost hit even more hard because it's this sort of abstract form of loss. But I guess his brain could just start growing again. When I heard you'd become a pirate, Bonnie, there was one awful possibility that flashed through my mind. That the Navy might order the pacifistas taking your father's form to shoot without... Oh no, Vegapunk is like thinking about them not realizing the irony of it. Bro, he's doing it on purpose. Hey, that's Straw Hat, right? Oh, can't eat anymore. I mean... Is this where he pumps up his muscles again, does the little thing, and starts fighting again? Most likely. But he's perfectly fine. So he's gonna be back up. What the hell is Kizaru cooking? And also the fact that, like, Jinbei and Zoro are once again... Okay, let's finish the chapter, then we're gonna talk about all this. We failed to destroy the escaped ship. Must report back to Kizaru. Tell him they went to Egghead. He's here. Well, they are here. I don't think he's here, but I think they are here. Is Blackbeard, right? Is Blackbeard. 100% it's Blackbeard. Unless Oda wants to do the thingy with Dragon. Like an inversion, right? Like Dragon didn't do anything. Okay, let me get caught up on everything. where he got his food from, the food machine. Well, someone still took him to the food machine. Straw Hat Fleet? I would love for it to be the Straw Hat Fleet. I would love that. I think that'd be really, really cool. I'm not sure, though. People also say Blackbeard, but it can't be him because he's on Winter Island. So if Blackbeard priority would be Lafitte. Yes, it's the thing we've gone on about in circles. It's either Lafitte or whatchamacallit, Devon, right? Or both of them. Because they are the only ones, I believe, by method of elimination that could be it. And Devon has the ability to turn into anyone. So if it is Devon, and they want to pull the ultimate reverse Uno, this is my headcanon. I keep peddling this theory, even though it's probably not going to happen. My dream ending for this arc is Devon showing up, becoming Saturn, flipping all the Seraphims onto them, and then the arc just blows up. I think that would be great. This can't be Revolutionaries or Sabo because Kuma just got here, so... Oh yeah, good point. This literally probably couldn't have been the Revolutionaries just purely... Yes, yes. This definitely cannot be anyone with the Revolutionaries. Unless it's like a totally separate branch, but that wouldn't really make much sense, right? Why would they help them? If you mean Blackbeard's crew, I don't think they're helping them. I don't think Blackbeard's here to help anyone. I think Blackbeard's here to be Blackbeard. I don't think Blackbeard's here to help or save anyone. I think Blackbeard just wants to get like an army for him. Because, I mean, he's seen the Seraphims. Blackbeard is one of the only characters in the entire story who has actually seen the Seraphim, right? And we know that Blackbeard has off-screen hockey. And with his off-screen hockey, he might have concocted a plan to steal said Seraphim with Devon. Which might be why Devon is coming over here, to yoink the Seraphim by impersonating the owners of the Seraphim. I think it'd be genius. We saw Blackbeard's ship. We saw Blackbeard's ship in chapter 1079? Yes. Yes. And to be fair, like, I am 99.9% sure it's Blackbeard. I'll just say it right now. Because, like, what's the point of drawing in that flag otherwise? 99.9% sure. Almost 100% sure. 99.999% sure that it's Blackbeard. Well, not Black... I keep saying Blackbeard, but it's not Blackbeard. It's someone from Blackbeard's crew. I think it's the Grand Fleet or the Cross Guild. I think both make sense. I think they do. I think it could be either of them, but purely based on what we've seen, I think the Blackbeard flag is like a deliberate sign. And I think because this is Oda, and because this now happened like 30 chapters ago, most people have forgotten about the fact that a Blackbeard ship is here. So whatever they're doing, I think it's them. Maybe it's Vivi and Morgan's, and she gets Kuma's fruit. Funny you mentioned that. Funny you mentioned that. Because in the Egghead opening, the anime opening, which notoriously spoils things, always, there is a shot of Bonnie running, and then it turns into Vivi jumping into the... You know how Bonnie jumps into the thing to get Kuma's memories, right? The paw thing, like the bubble. And then it turns into Vivi. You know? I think it would make sense. Kuma traveled at least 3 days to go to Egghead. We're not even sure how long it took him climbing the Red Line and attack Marie's Raw. Maybe by that time the Revolutionaries are already on the move. I would like to debate this point, but travel time in One Piece has never made sense to me. So I don't know. I don't. I've got no idea. Revolutionary Army is on the table because of Dragon's possible wind powers. It could be interesting, but I don't think that was a time-sensitive issue. I was gonna say it could be interesting to go back to the Ginny flashback and look, because weren't they talking about like not having enough time to make it there? Or did I just mention that like as a possible justification? I don't remember the context of that. But technically, yes. Like if they have a form of traveling faster, they could be on the table. I still think it's Devon and or Lafitte. Like I think the flag, I don't think it's like a red herring. I don't. It would be really interesting. This wouldn't be really interesting. I was gonna say it would be really interesting if Kuma dies here and finally we have that tangerine thing we've been talking about for a very, very long time, right? There was a tangerine tree on our ship and devil fruits are supposedly reincarnated in just a fruit, right? Just like, we still don't know the exact process behind it, obviously, because it's Oda. But seemingly, it just goes to a fruit. So maybe Kuma's fruit will be reborn in the tangerine tree. on the ship. I think that'd be cool. This can literally be anyone. Buggy, Shanks, Grand Fleet, Blackbeard, Pirates, and Morgans. I would want something like that to happen on Elbaf. It's like I talked about before we started the chapter, right? If Elbaf is a sort of a Ragnarok with all these forces converging, it would make sense because of, you know, Norse Ragnarok, all that. And I think a war on Elbaf would just make sense because it's supposed to be like the world's most powerful military. With a shot of Dragon standing on top of a ship literally flying. I think that's like if you have invested into Dragon stocks, that's how you envision it. I think this is like an undercover mission, just like Blackbeard always does. I think this is a Devon and or Lafitte, because Lafitte has already been to their meetings, right? When we first met Lafitte, it was during like not the Warlords meeting, but there was a meeting with everyone there as well, right? And Lafitte was there. So if they do get somehow this government information as well, it makes even more sense. What if it's Shanks? I don't think it's Shanks. I don't think Oda is gonna give us Shanks for a long time. It's Smoker turning coat. I would love that, but I don't see Smoker going after his fellow, like just random people. I don't. Like, I think Smoker is gonna turn, but I don't think he would attack a ship. I don't think he would ever destroy an escape ship. I don't think, like, even if Smoker turns around, I don't think he would even attack pirate ships anymore. I think for him it'd be like a matter of like very critically evaluating who he's fighting. I think that would like mark a true turn in Smoker. Because Smoker's like view of justice is kind of like, you know, a more aligned view of justice, I guess. He's kind of like a balanced character in that sense. Alabasta is a very good example of that, and even Punk Hazard too. Like Punk Hazard, he never goes after law or anyone, right? They're working together there, and he's like, yeah. Smoker is not they, Marines would say he. Also true. And I don't think that's even an idea worth entertaining, honestly. I just don't see a universe where he would ever attack an escapee ship. I don't. I genuinely don't. I don't mean to do like mega over-analysis, right? This is gonna be mega over-analysis. If you look at the Blackbeard flag coming in on the island, it's flowing like in this direction. So he's coming to the island. If you look at the down ship, it's flowing in the opposite direction. So I do think there's like them meeting angle, you know, and it's framed the exact same. The framing is exactly the same. I did saw someone say that time-wise, they should be on the island. I would raise a counter-argument to that. We don't know what their true intentions are. So even if they are at the island, I don't think it's necessarily that they're already going to get off. I don't. In the same way that they went to Impel Down and only later joined in Marineford, you know? They have stuff to do. Maybe they're waiting for something. Maybe there is still something else going on that we don't know about. Maybe they're waiting clearance from Blackbeard. There's a number of things that I feel like could explain the fact why, like, they're not already doing something. Garp being captured, it wouldn't make sense for Sword to make an active move against the government. Kobe and even Drake wanting to ask Luffy for help. Yeah, and I mean, again, I don't think, like, any Marine that's gonna make a turn, I don't think any of them would ever strike at an escapee ship. I don't. Like, the fact that this ship is destroyed automatically removes, like, 90% of possibilities who this could be. Like, straight up. I don't see them attacking a ship. I don't. I could see this being, like, Luffy's fleet. Someone just firing off a shell. And even then, I don't think they would, like, aim to destroy it completely. Because, like, destroying a ship like this, it does feel like... Escape ship is safe? Isn't the escape ship a marine ship? Wouldn't Vegapunk be using marine ships? Isn't it the same thing? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Because Vegapunk is a scientist working for the government, using Navy ships, right? Isn't it the same thing? Are they using different ships? I don't think so. Whatever the case. Even more so, if it's not even the same ship. Like, again, why would a turncoat Marine strike against fellow Marines? I don't think so. Because I feel like turncoat Marines are not Marines going against Marines. Because, like, Marines for them are fellow soldiers. They would never do that. They would more so want to go against, like, Saturn specifically. Like the governmental structure. Not against their fellow man. I don't see that at all. We failed to destroy that escaped ship. We must report back. Oh! Well, I mean... I did have a brain fart. But I still don't think it changes anything of what I said. The same still goes for, like, fellow Marines. The same still goes for everyone. It doesn't really matter what, it doesn't really change anything what I said, basically. Like, I can never envision Smoker going after a Marine ship. Maybe Aokiji's helping the escapees, like, to redeem his guilt during Okura. I think he would freeze everything. I think he would just freeze the ocean and wouldn't actually destroy the ships. So I don't think that's it. Okay, predictions. I think it's Blackbeard. And I think because this is a shorter chapter, I think Blackbeard's appearance might be what Oda is keeping close to the chest. That's my prediction right now. I think it's Blackbeard. It could be anyone, but I'm staking my claim on this fact. Vegapunk. I've got no idea what Oda is doing with Vegapunk. Genuinely no clue. And I have no clue what he's doing with Saturn either. The fact that he's keeping Zoro and Jinbei hidden, though. Who's Blackbeard's target? I mean, it could be a number of things, right? If he has somehow gained the knowledge of what Egghead is and what technology it possesses, that's number one. He has seen the Seraphim. If he knows Seraphim are stationed on this island, number two. If he knows of the Pacifistas, which he does know of, it's number three. Like, it's a ready-made army, basically, right? A lot of these things could be just him wanting to yoink things. Not necessarily going after a person, just yoinking things to become more powerful. I think the Seraphim is actually what makes most sense. Because, like, Seraphim's appearing on Amazon Lily, right? And him getting stomped there. I feel like that would have been a bit of a... Hold up. I want one of those for Blackbeard. Hard to say, though. I don't think Blackbeard has the goal of, like, coming here and killing Saturn, right? First of all, I think there is an information problem. Like, I don't think he'd ever know that. Number two, I don't think even Blackbeard would attempt something like that without, like, being overwhelming about it. So I'm not entirely sure. Whatever it is, I still think it is them. Jinbei will run into some Blackbeard's crew while looking for Zoro. Well, I mean, remember what I said in this chapter. Where was it? There it is. Sanji saying, "Come in, Nami. This is me," bolded. Now, you would say it's just Oda being Oda. You know, Sanji being goofy. Ha funnies. Sanji is calling up Nami. "Hello, it's me." You know? Maybe not. Maybe not. And most of this arc was a murder mystery. So if Oda wants to loop back to that theme, and Jinbei runs into Zoro, and it's actually like Devon or something, well, wouldn't that be an interesting twist? I think it'd be cool. Not sure, though. Now I'm just spitballing ideas. Talking about Seraphim, what do you think their role in the story will be? I think currently Seraphims are just meant to be like an overwhelming force of sorts, and that's about it. In the same way that, like, when the Pacifistas were first introduced, I called it immediately, right? Like the wall of Pacifistas. That was basically it. So I think currently the Seraphims are just to, like, bring up the power floor of the government in a way. The interesting angle, though, is that they're cloned warlords, right? And that personality angle. And because a lot of this has been talking about, like, that primal instinct of, like, Kuma breaking free, and then the Hancock Seraphim as well, helping Luffy, right? These things, it could be like another case of them, like, revealing their own true personalities, right? So maybe we find out about Mihawk's past, not through Mihawk, but through the Mihawk Seraphim, or something like that. His dreams and desire to be part of government seems really strange and fake, but would Oda lie about his dream? I don't think it's necessarily a lie. I don't. Because I think, in a way, you can view that as, like, total freedom, right? Like, if you were a part of the world government, as it is in the world of One Piece, you are truly free because you are unshackled by everything that happens in the regular world, right? Like, if you are at the top of the world in the world of One Piece, you can do literally anything. It's like absolute freedom. So I don't think it's even necessarily a lie. I do still think it's like a misinterpretation issue, right? Like, we don't really know what he means yet, but I don't necessarily think that's even a lie. And, you know, if it is not to be a part of that government, well, not government, but you know what I mean. If it's just like a, like to be the king of the world or something, I think that makes even more sense, right? It's like, being the king of the world doesn't necessarily imply that you want to rule. Being the king of the world implies that you might just want to be at the top of the world so that no one could ever tell you what to do. you know? On the surface, being the king of the world sounds really, really bad. But it could also be used as something else. I don't think that's what it is, because Blackbeard is a villain. So, you know. Robin is not as important anymore, because if Blackbeard gets Vegapunk... I mean, Blackbeard already has Pudding. Can't Pudding read the poneglyphs too? Because there was a whole thing about... Yes. Yes. So they don't need either one. Because I think, like, everything Blackbeard usually does, it's chaotic, but it turns out to be very well thought out in a weird way, right? And the fact that he is here, I don't think it could ever be like a red herring. Whatever it is that's going on right now around the island, I mean, and to be fair, we are talking about it as if it could only be one thing. Whoever said that it's going to be just one thing. It could be Blackbeard making a move, and it could also be Luffy's Grand Fleet. And this thing that we are talking about right now is actually Luffy's Grand Fleet, while Blackbeard is still doing stuff. So, you know, it's important to keep an open mind. I still think it's Blackbeard, though. Wouldn't Luffy's Grand Fleet turn this into an all-out fight? Hard to say, right? They could function as a shield for Luffy, while Luffy himself gets away. It could start an all-out war. It could be literally like a rescue unit. It could even still be Vivi. We don't know. There is no break next week. So we'll be back next week to do this all over again. Hopefully, we don't cut away to somewhere. This is one of those times, I don't want to see Shanks. I don't want to see Law. I don't want to see anyone. I want to see this. No flashbacks, no dragons, nothing. Give me the continuation. Alright, that said, thank you for joining me today. I'll leave it there for today. Tomorrow, there is supposedly more Avatar live action news. Depending on what it is, I might stream tomorrow as well. We'll see what happens, because I need to get started on the next video as well. And another main channel One Piece video is early in the works. Like, very early, though. Very early. Alright, that said, thank you for joining me. Have a nice weekend. Nice start of your week. Alright, I'll see you back sometime soon, TM. Have a good one. Bye-bye.